Hello, my name is Owen, and this is my spaceship. I'd like to give you a tour today of its various features. There's a lot going on, so I guess we'll just start in the front. This is the main loading door, and these are some cargo loading arms. And here you've got some landing lights, here. There's several around the ship. You'll see many references to Star Wars, one of which is this is a blaster gun to keep you safe as you're running onto your ship trying to get away. And you can also see that it has 4 landing gear, all of which retract into the spaceship and have doors that close to cover them up. Coming around to this side, this is the escape hatch, and around the ship you'll see more of these, which are basically landing thrusters to help you position the spaceship before you touch down, help out the main engines. This big section right here holds the landing gear that retracts. Around the back, this is basically the porch. This is the place to eat outside. You can see it's kind of like a little sort of deck area. And then in the back, sort of ran out of pieces, but this is where the main engine array will be on my second version. Here's some more engines. If my ship ever goes underwater, I've got a propeller. And then over here, we've got some more engines, and this landing gear also fully retracts into this housing right here. And they call this greebling, which is just sort of like a fancy word for space components that look neat. And then this is the airlock to get in and out of the spaceship if you want to go on a spacewalk. It has 2 sets of doors, so you can get in between them without depressurizing the spaceship. This is the tractor beam for loading cargo, and this is the place where the person who is overseeing all the cargo sits. This opens up, you can see them inside. And then on top, you've got a lot of things going on. This is the main gunner turret for the top. You can see in here, these panels open up, and you've got a compass and some other controls and an extra helmet. And if I turn him sideways, you might be able to see the ladder that goes down. That's how you get up to this place. And this person is controlling, you can see it spins both directions and up and down, which controls this gunning turret. Spins all the way around. Pew, 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 pew. We've got a missile too, just in case you need one of those. And then this is the main shield generator to keep your ship safe from enemy fire. And then this is the communications and radar and jamming array. Has a full interior, so take off the top and you can see what the first floor looks like. Oh yeah, and all these, you can just see, these open up and you can see into the kitchen, which is in here. So this is the main cockpit. Got some controls and a walkie-talkie and a compass. And there's seats for 2 here. This is the main observation deck. Got nice big windows here. And you can see out the port side. And then there's like a little communications station right here. Gives you some status updates on the ship. And there's an opening to all 3 floors, and you can get on the ladder and go up and down between the gunnery turret and the main bridge and the floor below. This ship comes with your own butler and a space dog. Woof woof. Got a really nice kitchen. This is actually one of the things I wanted. You got some cabinets here that open, and this is your sink and counter and stove and refrigerator. And then you got more cabinets here. Got a little bar area to sit at with some stools and seats for 4. And this leads out into the deck dining area. And then this room is either guest quarters or a medical bay. See, this opens. And here we have your healing space hammock. So whatever's wrong with you, you just get in here and it magically fixes you, or you can take a nap. And then in the back, underneath the sensor or the radar array, is the bedroom. Got a bed, some dressers, and a little zebra rug. And there's really nice windows looking at the back of the ship, and it also has skylights, which you can see on this side, so you can look up at the starry night while you're flying around in your spaceship. This is the top of the elevator shaft, which goes throughout the whole ship. Pull it up here, yep. So this services the first floor down below, the second floor up here, and also drops all the way out to the bottom, so you can load cargo in on the elevator and come up into either of these floors. And then we got Parrot for a pet, and this is the sort of the back of the loading area control region. So then this layer comes off too. And then this is the main floor of the spaceship, first floor. The most important thing to bring is your wife when you come to space. So this is her area. She gets her own area. She's got her own garden here with her little watering pail. And then this is her little reading nook where she can sit with her books or her space iPad, whatever that is, when this is happening. Got a nice big window out the front, and then another nice full-length window right here to look out the side. And then this is the detachable escape pod, which is also in my wife's compartment. This should come off pretty easily. There it goes. So you've got your thrusters and propulsion system, and then you got a door in here, and the top opens as well. I don't know if you can see in there, but there is a steering wheel. And then it has 2 very small side windows. So just in case you need to get out of the ship fast, that's for that. And then the downstairs is taken up a lot by the landing gear. This is a full bay for where this foot goes in. You can see it's actually spring loaded. So there's a little bit of, oh, actually that settles down a little bit. And then this is the bathroom, where you've got the shower over here, and this is the sink, and the toilet, and the plunger. It opens up right here, again, really close to my wife's quarters. This is also where the rear landing gear retracts into, and this is the elevator shaft on the first floor. And in the back, you've got the propulsion hyperdrive system right here. And then this is the jail cell, which I might have kept a passenger a little bit too long in there. You can see there's a skeleton in that. So. And then we'll move on to the main cargo section. So the ship is sort of designed with 2 main compartments. This is basically the living and navigation and sort of life support quarters. And then the whole wing of the ship is a garage for all your various space toys. You know, when you land on various planets. Like I said, this is the prototype and I ran out of pieces, so one day this will have a full roof and there'll be a door from the elevator out to this flight deck. So you've got your mini spaceship for when you need to do sort of smaller missions and you don't want to take your whole spacecraft. And then in case you go to a water planet, you have your mini submarine. And then these panels lift up to show you the main cargo hold. And so there is a door between the main section and the cargo hold, but then there's also this main loading door, which flips down like this. And this part comes up as well. So out of here, you can drive your land speeder, which is this thing. This has some feet that help it stand up straight. And then this is basically your truck when you need to go out and collect supplies or carry stuff. And it has a canopy that opens all the way like this. And also a dump bed. Nice suspension. Cargo hold's pretty big. Got it jammed full of various items, including some motorcycles. And then this is the treasure chest, which I need to make a little more hidden, but there's some gold in there. And some spare helmets. And then you've got our mascot, which is the dragon. It's a friendly dragon. And then if you come around, you can see this wall is just a bunch of tools. Let's see, there's more light in here. So we've got your hand truck, walkie-talkie, metal detector, hatchet, shovel, megaphone, scuba tank, spear, various weapons. And this is the inside of the airlock, which goes outside. You got a pair of skis, 2 jetpacks, various other space equipment. And you can see I brought my fishing pole, surfboard, bicycle, because you gotta have those as well. So a little bit of background behind this was, this is essentially all of my childhood Legos. I got them back about a year ago during COVID, and I decided to do a project that would use as many of them as possible. This is what I came up with, which is a first version of my very own spaceship. It has like all the things that I would want if I was cruising around the galaxy. I hope to rebuild it again with more parts, but I had a rule where I couldn't buy any more additional Legos, so sort of constrained to ones I already had, and I think that I'm very pleased actually overall. The bottom of it is built quite well, because it's where I started, and then as sort of you get higher in the spaceship, I had to make more and more sacrifices for pieces. But I started by writing a list of all the things that I would want in my spaceship, and this is the result. Largely inspired by Star Wars, sort of a cross between a Corellian freighter with the sort of asymmetrical design and a B-wing this big wing off the side. In the future, I want to be able to jettison this whole half of the spacecraft in case it gets damaged, and have airlocks to prevent this from depressurizing, so you can just get rid of this section of the spaceship and keep flying without any more damage. I'm going to redo the landing gear. It's barely capable of holding itself up. It's really kind of comfortable with nothing else on it, and so even though all the landing gear does retract, I'm going to make it a little more automated next time around, so that it's actually pretty easy to do that. Right now it's kind of cumbersome and it's easy to knock stuff off of it. I want to thank all the YouTube creators who both put out Star Wars content and spaceship content to help me. They really helped me sort of think about fundamental spaceship design ideas and how to integrate them into one thing that would serve the purposes of exploring, vacationing, smuggling cargo. That's another thing. I'm going to put a much larger hidden compartment in here somewhere. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video, and I hope this inspires you to build something of your own. And special thanks to my sister for inspiring me to make this video so that I can share it with all you nice people out there. Keep you updated when version 2.0 comes out. Thanks a lot.